There's another aspect of the Pink Melastoma elixir that's a little surprising, and that is, in terms of this idea of there being an ideal time, an ideal perfection, an unexpected side effect from this dynamic would be around not feeling so responsible about how other people feel. In a world where being PC and non-offensive is glorified, we are all pretty entrenched in a collective consciousness where we're afraid to hurt people's feelings, or we're worried about, are they happy, or are the people around us or in our lives, are they comfortable, are they uncomfortable? And oftentimes it's hard for us to sit with an experience of being with a loved one, a friend, a colleague, someone in our environment, if they're unhappy, right? And particularly like this year, we're seeing a lot of our own fear of conflict. We put ourselves in situations where we either may or will or could encounter some sort of like public conflict even. And I think this goes really, really deep inside of us. It's like this sense of not wanting someone else to feel uncomfortable. And we feel responsible in some way, even if there's no way we can feel responsible for another person's mood, right? We know intellectually that there's nothing we can do to actually make someone happy. There's nothing that any other human being can do for me to make me happy. That's my job. My happiness is my inside job, and your happiness is your inside job. And so we're not actually responsible for any of the mood states, the mood swings, the happiness, irritation, comfort, discomfort of any other human being, or other being for that matter, on this planet. Different. It's not totally different from like, I'm not going to feed my dog dinner tonight, or, the kid is totally hangry because he didn't have lunch. Obviously, there are situations in which we make ourselves responsible for the well-being of other beings. But in terms of happiness and how we respond to certain things in life is really other people's stuff, is not our business. And so one of the unexpected side effects of the Pink Melastoma elixir is, as we release this idea that there is a perfection, that there is an ideal, we feel less apt to smooth over the rough edges. We're more able to look at our own jagged edges and our own edgy parts of ourselves as we are more open to experiencing all the different sort of rough, harsh, unsavory, jarring aspects of ourselves. As we're more open and welcoming to those aspects of ourselves, we're more open and welcoming to other people experiencing harshness or irritation or discomfort. And we essentially become more comfortable with not only our own discomfort that dissolves, and then we become more comfortable with other people around us experiencing discomfort. We have less desire to smooth things over and make sure everybody's happy in every situation. We just put that down. And we're more able to say, what is going to make me happy right now? And I'm going to execute from that position, because that's really not selfish. It's not selfish. It's more just like, that's a point that I can make a decision from. I can operate from that position of what's in my best interest right now. Okay, I'm going to do that. And we really start to train ourselves that what is in my best interest is in everyone's best interest. Me spending a lot of energy on worrying about, how do I make this person happy? How do I please this person? How do I smooth over and soothe the irritation or discomfort of this person? When we just drop that baggage and let everything be perfectly imperfect and jagged and rough and harsh and irritable and uncomfortable and whatever it may be, and we just operate from a position of what is the best for me in this moment, or the best for all the good of everyone in this moment, and then we execute from that position without fear or worry of how other people will respond, or will they experience comfort or discomfort. Out the window. No more smoothing over. Let the jagged edges be there. Let the cards, fly and land and fall where they may, and everything is going to be okay. That is the essence of Pink Melastoma. What a relief, right? So the question for this week is, when are you noticing that you're more okay and at ease with speaking your truth, saying things like it is, setting boundaries, making choices, claiming, stating what you're up to without worrying about how it will affect someone, without worrying about whether they'll experience discomfort, without trying to please or make someone happy.